If you'd like to learn how to cook this delicious chicken noodle soup, then don't go away. And here's what you're going to need to make it. A chicken, 2 parsnips, 3 carrots, small swede, a large onion, 4 sticks of celery, some small margarine soup pasta, and some thyme. So the first thing we need to do is to prepare the vegetables. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add some olive oil into the pot, and then, so I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in there. And then we're going to put that on a high heat, and then we're going to fry the vegetables. So just wait for that to come up to temperature. Okay, here we go. Get that in. And then we give that a nice stir, and we want to get these vegetables, sweat them down just a little bit. So that's going to take a couple of 3 minutes. Okay, that's good enough for me. So now, into that, I'm going to put a good amount of thyme. And then we want some pepper, nice pinch of that, a couple of pinches. Some salt. That should do there. Now I've got my secret ingredient, which I'm adding to this because it adds an umami flavour and it gives a much better depth of character to the soup. And that is some mushroom ketchup. So just give that a bit of a shake. And now I'm going to put in 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So and on top of that we need to put in our chicken. And then water. So you need to put enough water in to cover the chicken. And that's 2 litres so far. Here comes another 2 litres. So that's 4 litres altogether. And because that's going to cook for a long time, I should put another litre in, I think. So let's see what we get. Yep, I'd say that was enough. And that's about 5 litres of water altogether in my pot. So all we're going to do now is that we bring that to the boil, and then we're going to let it simmer for 1.5 hours. And then we'll come back to it after that, give it a taste, see if we're happy with the basic flavour. If not, we might adjust it a little bit. And that's also when we put in the soup pasta for the last 6 or 7 minutes or so. So with that, we just need to wait for this to start boiling. Okay, so that's boiling nicely. So now we're going to put the lid on and then turn it down to simmer. And then we'll come back in about 1.5 hours time and see how we're going. See you then. Okay, so that's been cooking away now for an hour and a half. What we've now got to do is to get the carcass of the chicken out. We don't want the bones and we don't want the skin, but we do want obviously the chicken meat, and that needs cutting up. So what I'm going to do now is first of all to take the chicken out and then put it in this bowl and leave it to cool down a little bit so that I can handle it in order to be able to get the meat off. And as you can see, it's already falling to pieces. There we go. That's very well cooked. bit more. Okay. I think that's all of those little bits of meat can stay there. So I'm going to leave that now to cool down for a little bit, and I should come back and then we can take the meat off the bones, get rid of the skin, cut the chicken up and put it all back in. And then when we do that, we'll also put in the noodles and cook it up for a final 10 minutes. Well, a bit less than that, probably 8 minutes. So see you shortly. Okay, so what we're going to do now is get the meat off of the bones. Bones we don't want, they can go in here. And the cartilage. And the skin as well we don't want. There we are. This is so nicely cooked, it all just falls apart. Look at that. Right, that's good. That's all the meat sorted. Okay, so that's all the meat deboned and deskinned. So we're going to put that back in here now. And then along with it, we're also going to put the noodles in. I've got 150 grams in here of soup noodles, so they go in as well. Now we bring this back up to a simmer. There it goes. So we're going to put the lid back on, and we'll leave that now. We'll leave that now for 8 minutes. That's long enough for those noodles to cook but not become overcooked. So I shall see you again in 8 minutes' time. Okay, so that's been 8 minutes. So let's see what we have. So first of all, just taste this and see if we've got a good flavour in there. I think we'll put just a little bit more salt in. Okay. And give that a good stir. And there we are. So Time to put some in the bowl. And there we have it. There you are. Chicken noodle soup. Just what you need for this time of year when the weather is getting colder outside. Okay, if you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you all next time.